Hello there.
What's up, bad motherfuckers?
Welcome to the Bad Apartment Podcast. Right now, hold on, Trevor.
Okay.
Everyone, right now it's just me and you in the room. Ignore Trevor for a second. Turn down the lights. Light some candles. Maybe some incense. Turn on a record. Michael Jackson. No. Too aggressive. Foreigner 4 to be exact. And I want you to turn it to the 5th track. That's Waiting for a Girl Like You. Now I'm going to run you through Trevor and I's morning routine. I'll wake up first. Trevor's still flailing. He may have hit me in the face that night. We're both butt naked, glistening from the sweat since we turned down the heat. We like it hot. I slowly remove the cover, tuck Trevor in, slip on my silk red kimono. I wander on into the kitchen where I open the fridge and take out the chilliest bar of butter. I bring it over to the microwave it for 6 seconds. 6, the sexiest of numbers. I take it out of the microwave. I put it on one of our decadent plates. Not on any normal plate, but a plate made for butter. A butter dish, will you? I walk back into the bedroom. I don't wake Trevor, but I do roll him over onto his back. I cut off a 1/4 of the butter stick. I move it around his lips and into his mouth. This is the first time this morning that he's seen anything, tasted anything. He takes it in his mouth and he enjoys every single second of it. He's now awake, but barely awake. I cut off another 1/4 of that butter. I put it in between his chest, on neither of his nipples, of course. That would be naughty. And I run it down his belly, into his belly button, and I let it sit there for a few moments, let it melt. Then I suck it out. Then I cut another 1/4 of that butter, and I run it down, a little bit lower this time. Lower to his toes. And I put it in, and I lather each. I'm sorry, this is gross.
And
okay,
we're live!
I'm sorry.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
That was the Butter Serenade.
And to be fair, ladies and gentlemen, I am in fact a butter slut.
He is. That's why I said it. No, he devours butter like a madman.
If only they actually did that on like talk radio now.
What?
Just those like, I mean, aside from NPR, just those like kind of sexy, like ooh.
You think my voice?
Listening to the Quiet Storm.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
The bad apartment gets real bad.
Ooh, it's time to get nasty.
Exactly. So
all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode.
This is our 3rd episode.
3rd episode, man.
3. Every bad things come in 3s apparently. So let's
let's keep cranking them out.
All right. I did want to talk about a few things today.
A few things just to start it off.
Yeah, first off the list, it's kind of old news, but I want to talk about it anyway since it really fills me with pride. It pumps me with pride. Okay.
Pumps me with pride.
Exactly. This happened a few weeks ago, I think. Yeah, but it was over in Afghanistan. Have you heard about this? It's the Canadian sniper.
Chris Kyle, eh?
No. Yeah, exactly. You know, apparently there was a sniper in Canada, and he has the world record now for the longest, like guaranteed kill.
It's a great day for Canada.
And the rest of the world.
And the rest of the world. Did you just quiff?
Quiff. Yeah, that's South Park, ladies and gentlemen. But no, it was over 2 miles, dude.
What?
He broke 2 miles with a sniper shot.
That's fucking talent.
I know, right? No one's ever broken the 2-mile mark. I think the closest guy was like from England, and he was just under 2 miles. But this guy from Canada broke it by like a few thousand feet or something.
Dude, I bet his KD ratio on Call of Duty is fucking insane to the membrane.
He wrecks it on Call of Duty. But yeah, I thought that was awesome because everyone kind of gives Canada's army a bad time. They think that they stormed the beaches of Normandy on horseback or something.
And they're just so nice.
Exactly. Oh! I'm sorry, I shot you there, eh?
Oh, buddy, I don't want to shoot you, but this is for my prime minister, eh? Okay. Okay. Now put the gun down, bud. Okay, guy. Or I swear to God, I'll get the syrup. I will.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't want to shoot you, eh? If you don't want to do this whole fighting thing, we can just grab some Canadian mist, head over to my igloo, maybe snowmobile a bit,
You know. We're a nice country over here in Canada. No, if you don't want to be here, eh, come on down. Okay, Toronto's a real chill place, bro.
They really accept everybody in Canada. It's kind of
really do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what color you are. If you think you're a woman but you're a man, it doesn't matter who you are. Canada accepts you.
Yeah, because Canada's pretty fucking cool.
Their prime minister, I think, is a growing sex symbol. You know that?
Ladies want that.
Trudeau? How about that true dick, right? Sorry. Sorry. I apologize for that.
That Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, no. See, Trudeau versus Vladimir Putin in a boxing match. Putin would probably still win, but if there were a model, I think Trudeau would win that shit. Like sexiest country leaders, Trudeau has to win.
Oh my God, he was like the backup singer for Right Said Fred. He's way too sexy for his shirt.
I think that People Magazine should make that. Instead of sexiest man in the world, do sexiest world leaders. Trudeau's number one. Number one.
He's a legend, bro.
Legend. Number one on the charts. Number one in your hearts. Am I right?
Yeah.
Now you gotta love Trudeau.
No, he seems like a real nice guy.
But yeah, I mean, if that's okay, so there is something of a competition, I think, between the United States and Canada. Mm-hmm. The United States generally think that they're the top dogs, right? Yeah. It's like, oh, we're America. We created freedom. And Canada's up there. You can smoke pot whenever you want to. You can fuck whoever you want to, marry whoever you want to. So Canada is the shit. Not only does Canada beat the United States in the Olympic hockey pretty much every 4 years, except for the 80s. But fuck.
I thought it was every 8 years.
Is it 8?
Because they do every 4 years is the Olympics, and then
what? I thought the Summer Olympics was every 2 years.
Is it? I thought it was every 4 years.
I'm very uninformed.
Or maybe they do every 4 years they do both the Summer and Winter Olympics. Dude, fuck it. I don't know.
All I know is, do you like the Summer Olympics?
Does anybody?
Exactly. I don't know what to watch when I'm watching the Summer Olympics. Oh my God,
those dudes are pedaling that canoe so fucking hard. Go US!
Yeah, no, I never understood the Summer Olympics. I don't know what to watch. I mean, the most fun thing to watch is like women's beach volleyball, for obvious reasons.
Dirty.
I know it's dirty, but I mean, I don't know what else to watch Summer Olympics. I think they have rugby. Rugby's kind of cool. You ever watch rugby?
I mean, I like rugby. I feel like if you're watching rugby, though,
right?
Everyone knows that New Zealand dominates that shit. So what's the point of watching it?
Oh, we're gonna go back to the Maori, huh?
I mean, we can. They do that haka dance, where they're sticking their tongues out and just yelling their fucking brains out.
Right. Explain what that is real quick.
Okay, so to my knowledge, the haka is a dance that the Maori warriors from the indigenous islands of and around New Zealand would do before battle or going into battle to drastically intimidate their opponents. Now, this is literally, I don't want to undersell it, but I'm a simple man, so I'm going to explain it simply. They stomp on the ground, hit themselves in the face and on their chests with their tongues out. Just,
kind of like Umaga.
Yeah, if you guys are wrestling fans, like we kind of are. If you remember Umaga, that's actually kind of not necessarily.
But he was
Umaga.
More like Pacific Islander, right?
Yeah, but those cultures are
Wait,
also.
Wait, New Zealand's in the Pacific. I'm a retard.
Yeah, well, I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
You're like around kind of the Hawaiian Islands.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
The cultures are very, very similar.
Okay.
What
about islands makes people act that way?
It's not about islands. It's just it's a vast culture. To be
honest,
honest,
you live on an island. You're doing funny dances and eating people.
No, that's no. But it's one of those things, like, if the U.S. had not annexed, like, Hawaii,
Right.
that probably would be a very even more thriving culture than it had been. It was thriving
I see what you mean.
because they were only violent and took things by force when they had to.
Right.
They didn't have this constant, fear of being overpowered, in which they would overpower everyone else
Yeah.
and rip ground from underneath them.
Yeah.
I digress.
Well, because they had a lot of bananas. Their potassium was too high to give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking chill.
Dude, their K is all the way. In case you don't, yeah. I mean, that's chemistry, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, also, I wanted to talk about in other news, I guess, snails. Have you heard this news about the snails?
You were talking to me about this earlier.
Yeah.
And
I don't think I really got into it.
I know. I saw a picture the other day with this chick just holding this huge, ginormous, like, post-apocalyptic, got that nuke steroid snail. Like, this thing's giant.
What?
Yeah. The thing.
How big was it?
It said it weighed like 50 pounds.
50-pound
Yeah,
snail.
and it was like 2 feet tall.
That weighs. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the biggest recorded snail on, like, the earth.
That's a big snail.
I know, it's fucking
If you
scary.
pour salt on that shit, you are unlucky as fuck.
Dude, that thing's gonna be pissed.
Yeah. No, well, actually, no. I saw a similar video, but it was a giant cockroach, and it was the lady's voice. I know. Okay, so I love all animals. Every single living being I love, except for cockroaches. Cockroaches disgust me beyond all belief.
I mean, they do most people.
And this girl, yeah, but like I'm actually terrified of cockroaches.
Really?
Like I'm cool with spiders. I'll chill with spiders. I won't kill them. They're just crawling around, eating flies and shit. Cockroaches terrify me for some reason. I may have had a weird childhood experience,
Yeah.
PTSD with cockroaches. But this girl was just like hand over hand handling this cockroach that was about like 5 inches long and like 3 inches thick. It was a giant cockroach.
Jesus.
It looks straight out of Fallout 4, like you said, post-apocalyptic. Like nuclear waste has touched this cockroach. It was disgusting.
Fucking. Thanks, Obama.
He's not even president anymore.
I'm not gonna thank Trump.
Fair. That's
Then
very
he'd be
fair.
like, no,
No,
wrong.
wrong.
you can't thank me.
That's
wrong.
not a cockroach.
That's not a cockroach.
Anyway, no. Snails, though, unrelated, right?
Yeah.
What happened with the snails is scientists.
Uh-huh.
I think it was in the University of Columbia, to be exact.
Yeah.
They figured out a way to get rid of specific memories in snails.
Only in snails?
Okay, well, let me elaborate.
Okay.
From what I read, there's a certain protein. I forget what it's called, but it's like, I don't know, an acronym or something. But there's a certain protein in the snail brain that controls long-term memory. And okay, yeah. So they figured out a way to, if they got rid of that certain protein in a certain part of the brain, they could actually get rid of certain long-term memory.
Interesting.
Isn't that ridiculous?
See, I don't like that.
Okay.
The scientists are trying to play God.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
Here's the part that's really gonna fuck you up. Okay. Not only did they do this, they got rid of this protein and they got rid of certain memories in snails.
Uh-huh.
That same protein exists in the brain of humans.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Right.
We're fucked.
Yeah, but
We are fucked.
Okay. Now, the devil's advocate to the "we are fucked" argument.
Yeah.
What they want to use for it. I mean, you mean use it for rather, is to help people suffering from like PTSD and like severe anxiety disorders.
Oh, okay.
Right. So they think that if they can isolate this protein in human minds, which I don't think they're anywhere close to doing, by the way, but if they can do that, they can alleviate some of the suffering from like people with PTSD. So like if you're in war or something weird happened in like your childhood, they can actually get rid of that and solve your problem.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool too.
That's pretty cool.
But also, that's not as interesting as the rabbit hole you can go down by erasing human memory, right? So it's like
get
what?
the Men in Black pens.
Okay, exactly. But I mean, that's short-term memory.
Oh,
I think it's more fucked up to be able to erase anyone's long-term memory. So it's like that's a pretty cool power to have if they are able to do it right.
Oh my God, the politicians are gonna get their hands on that, and they're just gonna like fuck a whore, or excuse me,
Well, they already do that.
I shouldn't say that, but they're gonna do that and do it on their wives. Like, psst, you can't remember that. No, psst, erase, delete. Like a fucking, like a 15-year-old kid in his internet search history.
Exactly.
Gonna delete that shit.
I never watched porn. What is wrong with you, Mom? Mom, I never touched my dick.
Mom,
I've
you're
never
silly.
once. Yeah.
Mom, you're old. What do you know?
Yeah.
What's a computer?
My penis is for procreation, and that's it, Mom. I know what you told me.
Mom, I want God to love me.
But yeah, so it's like, I mean, government too, but like, I'm thinking more of like, on an individual level, right?
Yeah.
If someone has the ability to just go to the doctor and be like, you know what? I don't want to remember this shit that happened to me in the past. So it's like, let's say you got embarrassed about something in your childhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like someone, I don't know, pantsed you or whatever. You're like, I don't want to remember that anymore. So you can just kind of edit your whole entire life experience. Because your whole life experience, like everything that happened in the past, every memory you have is just, it's a thought rising in your consciousness.
Yeah.
So, if you can destroy that, you can totally alter who you are as a person. And I don't necessarily think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, we already, as a society, have a problem with dealing with who we are as individuals and accepting that.
So let's just facilitate that.
Exactly, right? So it's like, I'm not going to erase all the bad shit. Just accept all the... It's kind of like if someone were to... Okay, so we're on YouTube right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say we get some really bad comments.
Uh-huh.
Some really mean comments that you guys suck. Get off YouTube, you know.
You cut me fat.
Exactly. If we don't want to look at those, it's like, no, I just want all the good comments. We're not going to improve.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get any better as a person if you alter out all the bad shit people are saying about you.
Well, and think about this. If you create a constant chain of people deleting memories,
yeah,
who's going to be the one guy that never gets his memory deleted?
Oh my god.
Who's going to be the one guy that remembers to delete the memories?
Holy shit.
So it's like fuck electing your president. If that goes through, we need to have a nationwide vote to elect that guy. Who are we going to entrust to remember to delete the memories that we don't want anymore? But on the other hand,
yeah,
I'm not going to lie. There's plenty of memories I wish I could fucking delete.
Sure.
And I would be like, if it happens, I could sit here all day and say that, no, I don't like that. But to be
Yeah.
honest, if that actually happens, I'll be like, I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I have memories.
Take my memories away, please.
I have weird repressed sexual memories from my childhood. I think we all do to a certain extent.
It's weird. You know what we should do, Cole?
What?
We should do a segment on this show
Okay.
called Take My Money,
Oh, jeez.
where we discuss, certain things or research even that we would invest in because we think it's for the right thing. I was talking to you about this. Remember how you were telling me they were trying to create meat in petri dishes?
Fuck yeah, I'm all for that.
Synthetic meats. That's cool. But that's one thing. I'm like, whatever. Real meat's here.
I'll eat
But
science
I was
meat.
telling you, if they could make water taste like a Pepsi,
Yeah.
take my fucking money.
True.
I don't want it anymore. You can have it.
Well, the world would become so much healthier, right?
Exactly.
You probably wouldn't have an obesity problem if everything that was good for you tasted like a Big Mac or whatever.
I wouldn't be 21 years old and at risk of a heart attack.
True. You know, we could talk about your diabetes right now, but I won't.
Yeah.
What? But
I had a really good joke, and I can't remember it.
Oh,
Fuck it.
classic.
Moving
classic.
on.
Yeah.
So, Cole, 4th of July is coming up.
Yeah.
We're recording this on the 1st. This is probably going to be
True.
dropped tomorrow on the 2nd.
Yeah.
On the 2nd.
Yeah, Sunday.
Have you ever seen those signs? This is, again, a little devil's advocate of me.
I like it.
This just made me think of it real quick. Have you ever seen those signs in those guys' front yards where they post they're like army or military veterans staying here? Please be courteous of your fireworks.
Okay.
Have you ever seen those?
No, but I understand why they would be there. Because they had PTSD, right?
I mean, probably.
Okay.
I also understand that. But here's the thing. I've known people in the military.
Yeah.
You know what? Some people in the military that see those signs, they're like, that guy's a fucking pussy.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. You go back to the guys from fucking Nam, bro.
Okay.
And they're in the shit, they come back, they're fucked up because they saw their friends die, they killed a whole bunch of people, they're messed up in the head.
Right.
But they're always,
I've seen Full Metal Jacket.
Exactly. But they're like, well, fuck, I'm living, aren't I? All right, let's power through it. You know.
Right.
So,
I mean, I don't want to force. I mean, I don't want to make somebody freak out.
I don't want to make anybody freak out. But what I'm saying is that's ballsy on your part. Because technically, isn't that anti what you fought for in the military? Again, this is me just. I don't
We
really
think personal freedoms.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
so you enlisted in the army. Again, depending on how old you were, you may have been forced to go into the army.
Okay.
But say if you enlisted in the army on your own volition,
Which is how we want.
you come back with PTSD,
Yeah.
and then you said, isn't it kind of hypocritical on your part? Because you went in with the notion that you wanted to fight for America's freedoms. And now you're trying to tell other people what to do? Not necessarily.
You gonna put the veterans, bro?
No,
You gonna put the veterans in this, bro? Fight for your freedoms, bro.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
So am I. I play devil's advocate.
Giggity. I don't know. I just always thought that was kind of weird and like, to me anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a courtesy thing. I mean, it's not like you can enforce it.
Yeah.
I mean, 4th of July, you're gonna hear explosions. Like,
But it's
I don't care
almost
where you are, somebody's gonna blow up next to you.
Yeah. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you tuning in,
To the 3 of you tuning in right now.
thanks guys.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, we could blow up in the next, after this episode airs, this could be the one, dude. But I fully respect any person in the United States military. Respect. That's a ballsy thing to do. You're risking your life. Do I think it's for the right reasons? Maybe not, but respect, bro. Or ladies. But I also don't like it when people demand respect for veterans.
Well, I don't like demanding respect, period. I don't care who you are.
Respect is never given, it is earned.
I agree with that.
So,
Whether you're a parent or a teacher or whoever.
I had a teacher in 8th grade who
Okay.
said, you will give me respect.
Right.
What did that make my Trevor's 8th grade self want to do? Have sex with that teacher. I'm just kidding.
Respect this dick, teacher.
I hated her. I hated her.
Who was it? Oh, wait, we can't name names.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best idea.
True.
But,
So, okay.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I also want to talk about something else in the news recently.
Oh?
This is like a news show. We're like legit right now. We're like NPR where we say dick and fuck more.
I'm going to talk a little louder.
That's probably true. I want to talk. Okay, so you're familiar with Elon Musk.
I want a Tesla, yes.
Okay, so in case anyone watching this, which no one's watching this, but in case you are watching this, you don't know who Elon Musk is, he's like a serial entrepreneur, right? He owns SpaceX, he wants to die on Mars. He owns Tesla, he wants to make electric cars. And he owns a boring company now, who's trying to bore under Los Angeles.
Yeah, I was actually literally just reading this.
Oh, you are? Have you seen the videos of it?
I've seen the videos, but it's literally like it says the Bourne Company also to be continued.
Right.
Tunnels are us, and Americans choose tunnels. That's what Wikipedia says. I think it's such an interesting concept because it's like the highway thing. Remember? Have you ever read about that in the 1940s? Before there was highways, it was such a big deal to get highways. Because, you know, back then, if you wanted to get from, like, West Hollywood to the beach, it would take 2.5, almost 3 hours.
But here's the thing. It still takes, like, at least a half an hour, 4 hours, it takes a long time because of how awful traffic is in LA. Like, that's the whole reason why Elon Musk is doing this in LA.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
To get the overpasses and the highways.
Okay,
So now
this
it's like
is the highway of the future.
it's the new highways.
Okay, so think about like iRobot. Remember the movie with Will Smith? Of course. Okay, so there's those tunnels and those like self-driving cars. There's like fly like ultra speeds.
Yeah.
Okay, think that, right? Except what it is he's making these giant tunnels underground. You would drive your own car, your own self-driving car, up to these sleds. Right, the sled gets lowered down from the ground to underground.
Yeah.
And then they go max speed 130 miles an hour to wherever you're going. Right? So it's like a drive, like I don't know the LA area that much, but from downtown LA to like, I don't know, the valley or something. right? It would only take you a long time to traffic, no matter what time of day it is. This thing can cut that time down like 80% or something crazy like that. That's the idea.
A better analogy would be, I don't know if you did this or not, downtown Los Angeles and the Valley are right next to each other.
Well, I have no
knowledge of Los Angeles. If you're trying to get to, for example, Beverly Hills, like Melrose, that's on one side of LA. Santa Monica, which is on the opposite side. That would be what you're talking about.
Well, I'm going to LA next month, so once I do that, I'll have more of a reference. If I can go to where they're making the holes, that'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Because I know LA, as a city, hasn't actually allowed Elon Musk to dig yet. So the only places they dig so far are on SpaceX's land, which is in LA.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You give LA enough money, that seedy fucking city, you shell out enough dough, they'll let you do it. The only thing with that is, I think the main thing with, like, from a government perspective on that one is traffic's bad enough as it is. Think about how long it would take to build that shit and how much it would jam up traffic even more.
But they're underground.
But they would have to dig underneath a pre-existing thing.
Oh.
So they would have to close that off.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's part of negotiations, right?
Yeah. I mean,
if anybody has money, though, if anybody has money, it's Elon Musk.
Oh, yes, I know.
The dude shits money. It's ridiculous. I don't know where else money. That'd be the best superpower. Yeah, million. You just shit gold nuggets.
That doesn't sound like
Be like the goose in that, what's that, that old fairy tale about the guy, Jack Beanstalk.
Oh, yeah.
Just lay gold eggs. That would be hurt, though.
Yeah. No.
What's the biggest shit you've ever taken?
Don't worry about that.
Tell me. One.
I think one time when I was like,
I had to have been like 10.
Okay.
I ate too much cheese. Constipated for like a week.
Sounds good.
it got so bad
to where I could not even go to school.
Good shit.
And one day I'm laying tummy down
Yeah.
on my bed. I think I was playing like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Not bad.
And then I was like, oh god. Oh god. And then I sat down and I pushed like pregnant lady giving birth.
Okay.
And
Like a Chinese woman in the rice fields, just squatting.
yeah.
Sorry.
That was terrible. But that's what we're here for.
Oh, was it one of those painting booths?
Well, no, I kept pushing and pushing, nothing. So eventually, one on the sink, one on the toilet paper holder. And it just happened. And it's like
instantly?
it just knocked went. And it's like, fucking, I felt like Neil Armstrong and that fucking rocket ship going to the moon.
What? Pooing made you like Neil Armstrong?
I came off that toilet.
I see what you mean.
It was like
You like rocked yourself up?
Yeah.
See, I don't know if you realize this, when I was a child, like elementary school level, all I ate was like cheese sticks and Go-Grits.
Yeah, I know. I knew you in elementary school.
Yeah, true. So I ate all this dairy, and I thought it was normal to just shit once a week. Every shit I had was hell. I was brought into hell every shit I had. And you know whenever you take shit, right? And it feels like you're shitting out like a 5-inch diameter pine cone. You know, you get little prickles. Yeah, that's what it felt like every time I took a shit. Every single time I took a shit. Like once a week, I would dread it. And I would sit on the toilet, say, knocking back waters, thinking that that would help move up the hole. And then it was just eventually it would pop out. But these were fucking giant too. Like they were like fucking this big, dude. They were fucking 5 inches long and like this round, right?
Hey Cole.
What?
Don't talk about my shit.
As you know, detailed and disgusting oriented we are, I don't think people can handle listening to you talk about booze.
This is probably right. I'm sorry. It's a lot of shit. In other news.
Hold up now.
Oh, okay.
Cruising on my phone, just got a little notification.
I thought you were texting somebody.
No. I wouldn't text on here. I'm not an animal. Yet to be determined.
Touche.
Born in the year of the pig. What motherfuckers? It says SoundCloud. If you guys are listening on SoundCloud, thanks for listening. It says on SoundCloud we have a new follower.
Is this the first one?
No, we've already had 3.
Oh, we got 4 now.
Do you know who Barbara Nichols is?
No.
Well, shout out Barbara Nichols. Thanks for the follow.
Barbara
Nichols?
That's what's up.
You don't even know us? And you're following us?
That means we're at least kind of okay,
right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. What else you got for me, man?
Well, I wanted to talk about Spider-Man.
Ooh, yeah. Speaking of the devil. So guys, since this is going to be posted on Sunday the 2nd, everyone who's anybody in America that somewhat even likes remotely Marvel, you're probably a parent of a kid who likes Spider-Man. Everyone likes Spider-Man. They should. If they don't, sorry, you're you. The new Spider-Man movie is dropping. Well, it's supposed to be Friday, but everyone knows movies come out on Thursday.
Wait, can we talk about that real quick?
What?
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah. Tell me.
Okay, so let me give the groundwork here.
Yes.
It used to be, back in the day, right? You would watch a movie. Okay. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. Movies came out on Friday. Friday. Now what you would do is all day Thursday, you get all really excited. Like, this movie's coming out. I really want to see this movie.
Slamming monsters.
Exactly. And this is like in the early days of like the Marvel Universe I was doing this, right? So it wasn't that.
We went to the first Captain America movie.
I remember.
That was a big deal.
So you're excited all day Thursday because that movie is coming out on Friday at midnight. At midnight, that movie's coming out. Hence the name Midnight Premiere.
Exactly.
So what happens is
all the nerds and movie fiends in the area, cinephiles if you will, gather around the theater at midnight to watch this movie together as like a community.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it was like an event, right? And it really brought everybody together. People would dress up in costumes. It was really fun. I mean, I went and saw. I forget what it was. It was like maybe an X-Men movie or something. And people actually bought like beach volleyballs and like knocking them around. People were like playing with them in the movie theater. It was so much fun. But then for some reason, and I don't know why, they stopped doing that. What they started doing is releasing movies not on midnight, Thursday night, but Thursday, like 7 p.m.
Yeah. And I never got that. And I didn't know. I never could figure out if it was like a marketing ploy or like parents whose like little kids wanted to see that movie, but they didn't want to have to, the day it came out, but they didn't want to have to wait till like midnight. But to me, that takes the fun out of it.
Right.
Okay, so like, who goes and sees a movie at 7? I mean, I guess you can see a movie at 7, but like, it's not as big as an event. You say midnight premiere, it has weight behind it. It means something.
It's like an exclusive event, but it's not.
Exactly.
Only exclusivity, or however you say that word.
Exclusivity?
Yeah, is the fact if you can, stay awake till midnight and stay awake through the movie.
Yeah.
I could use some
monsters and Red Bull,
hitting beach volleyballs.
Have a great fucking time.
And see, here's the thing. This is, I don't want to sound like, the old guy that says that's the problem with this generation. But we're two guys that grew up on, superhero movies. We were both born in the 90s. I remember when the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man first came out. Dude. In kindergarten, the first one came out.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
2002?
2002, I think.
I went and saw that with my dad and grandpa,
and I was decked out in a full Spider-Man costume.
Yeah.
And I was running around like pretending to shoot other people.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
And actually, I was in line to see it, right? I was in line to get the tickets for it. And these bastards in front of me. You're gonna go see. I'm gonna go see Star Wars 2. Oh, yeah, you love that.
No one fucking saw Star Wars 2. Fuck that movie.
That's true. The whole like scene with like the pears floating across the table and he cuts it with his Jedi powers.
I digress.
Lame as shit.
But
see, it's just we're living right now where people like to suck the fun out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even movies. It's not even fun seeing a movie anymore.
Can we get another beer?
Get another beer. But ladies and gentlemen, Like I said, SpiderMan Homecoming comes out this week, I believe, Thursday/Friday. It's billed as the 7th. As we may have said before, I don't know, we are super excited for this film. Like I said, we both love Spider-Man. And the new guy I got is Tom Holland, dude. I feel like...
You want a beer?
What?
You want a beer?
No.
Okay, okay.
This new guy is killing it. I think he's doing a great job. What do you think, Cole?
Huh?
How do you like Tom
I'm
Holland?
in the kitchen.
Sorry.
I mean, I like what I saw in, what was it, the Captain America movie? Civil War.
Civil War. I don't know how much I would consider that a Captain America movie.
I mean, it was billed as Captain America movie, but it was more like an Avengers 2.5.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do a lot. Okay, so it's like, I really enjoyed the new Spider-Man. But at the same time, I'm tired about how they're making Spider-Man younger and younger and younger and younger. Because I've always been a fan of adult Spider-Man.
Yeah, when he's like married to Mary Jane.
Yeah, I like married Spider-Man, maybe as a kid, you know, and he's out there, he's been Spider-Man for a while and he knows what he's doing. I think that's more entertaining than watching a teenager just kind of ramble on and, you know, kind of like stumble through being a hero.
Well, see, but that's what I like about what they're doing with this Spider-Man, is they're making him how teenage Peter Parker's supposed to be. Dweeby.
Yeah,
Real dweeby.
That's true.
Because the problem with...
What was Andrew Garfield too sexy for you?
It wasn't too sexy. It was... They made him too cocky too fast.
Oh, I see what you mean. You wanted to see like a big transition in character.
Yeah, because this one he's like, whoa, fucking powerful.
Right.
We'll come all. You know, that's what they did with Tobey Maguire, but they only did that for the first like 45 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
What I like about this is he's still new to it.
That's true.
And they're not doing the whole new to it type thing.
I kinda wish that Iron Man wasn't his mentor though.
Yeah, I wish they would
just
just
kick
kick
the
the
MCU out of the picture for at least the first Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, and well, to me that doesn't make sense. To me, I get people want to make, when they make a movie based off of something, they want to make that movie kind of its own thing. But
they're not doing
when it comes to superhero movies, I honestly don't like it when they veer from what it's based off of.
Oh, because you hate Heath Ledger.
It's not that I hate Heath Ledger. I honestly did not like, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna hate me, but I didn't like Heath Ledger that much.
You're the one person in the world who didn't like Heath Ledger, Joe.
I know it, but to be fair, I don't like any of those movies.
You don't like Batman Begins?
I don't like Batman Begins.
I think Batman Begins is slowly going into a classic.
I think it's weird that of all people for Raj/Raish, however you pronounce it, Ra's al Ghul, yeah. The fact that they got Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson.
They got an Irish guy who's supposed to be this like Armenian dude. Doesn't make any sense to me. But again, that's Hollywood.
It's like an SJW right now.
I don't know. It's just. I agree with you. You fucking. I have a particular set of skills and have a fountain of youth.
But
You never played the Batman Begins video game.
I did when I was a kid.
Did you like it?
I love that game.
It wasn't my type of game, bro.
It was a beat 'em up cool like stealth parts. I thought that game was the Arkham Knight. I mean the Arkham Asylum before Arkham Asylum. I love the Batman Begins video game. And movie, like games based on movies are usually awful. But I love the Batman Begins video game.
See, and I just didn't like it. Now, I think when it comes to Batman and you're talking video games, hands down the Arkham series.
Well, that goes without saying. I mean, we might as well say movies are good.
I heard the Telltale games were pretty good though too.
Yeah, I'd love to play those.
Is that Troy Baker guy who plays the voice of Batman?
So it seems like we're off Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We're on video games.
So, well, real quick, you know, there's a lot to be said about Spider-Man, but I'll tell you an interesting fact. The fact that they actually decided to make a Venom movie.
Oh yeah! I'm really okay. So I'm getting a little crazy right now.
I understand. I get it.
So Venom has always been my favorite my favorite Spider-Man character. Ever since the first Spider-Man game. Shut up! We don't have time. Sorry.
Yeah, we can call the PS1 Spider-Man game all day long.
Yeah.
We should make a podcast where we literally just like go through the script of the Spider-Man
when
game.
we start Let's Plays, look out for that shit.
We are showing Let's Plays. That might be our first one, actually.
Fuck yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Anyway, so Venom is hilarious, tough, looks cool, and yeah, that's about it. But but also he's not just a supervillain, right? So he has his own line of comic books. I mean, he has a modern line too, but he had a line back in the 90s as well, where he was actually a hero.
Yeah.
See, Eddie Brock Venom, not Matt Gargan Venom, and not the Slash Thompson Venom that they have now, but Eddie Brock Venom was a hero in a lot of ways. He just really, really had a vendetta against Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like that's what made him a great villain. And honestly, I know might be a little off topic, but I think that's what makes Spider-Man the greatest superhero of all time, is that all of his villains are not only superpowered people trying to destroy the world or kill people or steal money or whatever, but the best villains are also personal enemies.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm thinking mainly about Eddie Brock, who Peter Parker kind of ruined Eddie Brock's career with the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
And also Harry Osborn. And the Green Goblin, of course.
Yes.
I mean, well, not only Harry, but also Norman Osborn. So both Green Goblins. So personally, like intertwined that it makes the story so rich and so true to real life. So that's why I think Spider-Man is the greatest hero of all time, is because of how his villains interact with him. Because I think I think a villain is the most important story element, personally.
No, exactly.
So you need your protagonist can be normal because you need people to connect with them, right? But an antagonist is the most important thing, because if it's not a believable enemy, if it's not a believable adversary, then no one's gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I feel like was wrong with a lot of the new superhero movies, especially like the Suicide Squads and the Batman versus Supermans and those kind of movies, is that you have no connection to the villain. You need to connect to the villain almost as much as you connect to the hero to have a really good experience, I think.
Well, that to me anyways, while we're on the topic of, hero movies, that's where DC fails.
Agreed.
That's where DC fails all the time.
Agreed.
DC, in my opinion, right now is first and foremost. I can't say this about Wonder Woman because I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
We should watch it though.
We should see it. I mean, literally everyone says it's great.
Yeah.
And I think that's their kind of return from shit.
Maybe they just hadn't figured it out yet, and maybe they actually figured it out with Wonder Woman. I hope so, at least, because I love movies.
They're making the wrong movies, or they're making movies for the wrong characters. Like,
dude, Swamp Thing movie.
Isn't that happening?
Is it?
I don't know.
You know I love Swamp Thing.
I would read Swamp
Alan
Thing.
Moore, Swamp Thing in the 80s, fucking amazing.
It's so shitty, but it's awesome.
It's not shitty.
Okay, let me reiterate. Going back and watching it now, I'm
not talking about the movie.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm talking about the Alan Moore comic books.
No, the comics are awesome.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing's such a cool character.
I have like all of the volumes. I own all of Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway.
But no, DC makes movies with the wrong characters.
He's like if Poison Ivy was like with Beauty and the Beast. That's kind of what Swamp Thing is.
Okay, for those of you listening who don't know who Swamp Thing is, Swamp Thing was a scientist working on some weird fucking experiment, and he gets this like shit on him, and he catches on fire, and he jumps into a swamp.
His lab blows up.
Yeah, and he gets thrown into a swamp, and his body mutates with the swamp, and thus, bada bing, bada boom. Coolest guys in the room. Swamp Thing comes alive.
He pretty much he pretty much is in control of all of nature.
Talking about villains, the fucking leech.
You mean in the second Swamp Thing movie?
He fights a guy who gets turned into a human leech.
That's okay. So some movies are so bad they're good.
Yeah.
That's one of the best ones. Is the second Swamp Thing movie.
I love it.
The first one is just kind of shitty, but the second one is really campy and hilarious. And
with 1980s Heather Locklear.
So hot.
Schwing.
So hot. If I didn't have internet back then, oh my god, you know what I'd be doing.
You sinner.
I know. But before we get off the topic, Venom movie, how do you feel about the casting of Tom Hardy?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
With Tom Hardy. Looks-wise.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He's fucking ripped. Eddie Brock, for those of you who don't know, Eddie Brock is a bodybuilder.
I love you, Topher Grace, but you were a bad choice.
Eric Foreman should not be Venom.
No.
Yeah.
But no, looks-wise, like, if you look at, and, you know, acting-wise, the only thing I'm worried about is, for those of you that haven't seen Lawless, which is a great movie, Tom Hardy does not hide his accent well. So unless they're planning on making Eddie Brock British, that's the only thing I'm worried about.
Fuck it, dude. Eddie Brock can be British.
You know, you can be like,
They
oh.
make every other villain British.
No, well, yeah.
Like the Lizard in the first Spider-Man movie, in the Amazing Spider-Man was English for some reason.
And he looked weird.
He did look weird. He had a weird like chody face, didn't he?
You see, and I don't know. That's another thing. I don't like it when they steer. I get why they did what they did with Shocker, because they didn't want to have
This guy in this spandex suit with these fucking things pointing out from his
You
head.
mean Electro?
You know, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, Electra. Because that might have translated a little weird.
Well, what they did is they used the Ultimate Spider-Man Electro.
Yeah.
Because the Ultimate Spider-Man Electro is just blue and like naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what they did with the Lizard didn't make sense to me.
Well,
Give him I mean, I guess I can understand why they did it, but
he looks more humanoid
What
than
I don't
Lizard.
get is that when they were
Yeah.
in post editing that, putting the CGI in,
Sure.
they didn't realize this looks kind of shitty.
Well, they probably thought they were doing a good job. I mean, CGI is a hard thing to do. It's like think of Planet of the Apes movie, amazing CGI, and then think of like the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie, really, really poorly done CGI, and it's by Disney,
oh yeah,
who has enough money,
that's the
right?
thing with Beauty and the Beast. The CGI wasn't that great either.
I never watched that.
I
mean, I watched the 1930s Beauty and the Beast. That movie's awesome and like surreal and trippy and shit.
You can.
And by the way, sir,
What?
I did a little research.
Uh-oh.
Remember how we were talking about how people think CGI is cheaper than practical effects?
Yeah.
It's not.
Really?
Not.
Why? What makes it
it-
more expensive?
Practical effects can be less or
To equal to.
I love practical effects.
No, practical effects. That's why movies have kind of gone down, is because you know how hard it is for an actor to act with something on screen that isn't there?
Right. Kit Harington. Right? The guy who plays Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Right. I saw a thing online the other day, and it said, "What was the weirdest part about acting in the movie or acting in Game of Thrones or whatever?" He said, "Yeah, it was kind of weird pretending that these weird like wieners these weird CGI wieners were like my beloved wolf dog."
yeah.
Right.
Ghost.
What?
His name's Ghost.
Ghost. Oh, whatever. Everyone watched the show for years. But yeah, so it's like it kind of brings the actors out of it. They're not able to really interact physically with the things around them, and I do think it creates poor acting choices, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's like a good example of this, I think, is the 1990s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series
Yes.
and the current Turtle series.
Yes.
The old series, you have Jim Henson from the Muppets creating these awesome face puppets and like bodysuits, and they look really cool. Kind of, I mean, it's campy, it's silly, but they look, I mean, like they look. You could actually reach out and feel them. Like there's a textile aspect to them.
But that's the thing.
Right.
Back then,
It wasn't campy or silly.
that was
True.
mind-boggling stuff.
True. Well, yeah. I mean, those mouths move with the words perfectly.
Yeah.
And then you get the new Turtles movies, and you just kind of get Megan Fox being sassy for an hour and a half, and these giant CGI monsters just fucking destroying shit. And it's not. It's just like I understand what they're trying to do, but it doesn't come across as genuine.
Yeah.
I see a serious lack of authenticity in these movies, and it makes me honestly upset because I love the Turtles so much because of those because of the 90s movies.
Well, and that's just what I don't like about remakes, man. Is now people are running out of original ideas, so they're like, let's just do a remake.
Some remakes are good.
Like what? Some remakes are good, but what? The fact that they remade the Turtles doesn't make sense to me.
The fact that they would even go on to remake Ghostbusters
Oh, well, yeah. I mean that
blows
was a
my
big
mind.
thing, right?
Because it's like, it's a perfectly fine movie, the original.
Right.
People like the original, and so anybody who's a true fan of the original Ghostbusters, when that movie came out, people are like, "Fuck that!
Right.
That's stupid. Why would anybody do that?"
But you understand? But like, they're not doing it for the fans, Trevor.
No, I know.
They want the money.
That's the problem. That's the biggest issue in cinema now.
But it's always been a business, dude.
It's always been a business, but the way I see it now is either you're making a movie to make money, or you're making a shitty movie because you think it's art.
I like art films. I like that weird French shit where like there's like 2 shots in the whole movie.
See, I don't get it.
I mean, you don't have to get it. I mean,
I guess Art House 24 is one of those production companies.
Oh, 24 makes some great movies. Have you seen oh shit, was it Under the Skin or whatever? The movie with Scarlett Johansson where she plays the alien.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, dude, you haven't seen that movie?
No.
You would hate it so much. You should watch it.
Well, no, but here's the thing: like they published Green Room, which Green Room was a fantastic movie.
Green Room is that's a great thriller. Yeah.
That movie
With the punk rock Nazis. Yeah.
The movie I just went and saw. It Comes at Night.
You saw that?
Yeah, A24 movie.
You saw it without me?
Yeah.
I fucking hate you.
I'm sorry.
I said no. You're with your girlfriend. Watch Wonder Woman, and you went.
She wanted to watch that movie. I'm sorry.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Fuck you.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing, though.
You.
This is what they do. Slow build. That movie is about 2.5 hours long.
Don't ruin it for me.
I'm not ruining it for you.
He's ruining it for me.
I'm just saying it's got a very slow build. So much so that we almost left the movie theater.
I like 2001: Space Odyssey. I can handle a slow build.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying so slow that I almost left the movie theater. I was like, this is so fucking like I was enticed.
you're an antsy bastard.
Well, I know. I was enticed. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, okay.
When's the thing going down?
But then if you wait it out, you watch it and you're like, okay, I get why they did it. That was great filmmaking. If you see it, guys, I recommend It Comes at Night. Check it out. It's a good movie.
You didn't like It Follows.
I think It Follows was a stupid.
It Follows
movie.
was so cool.
It was stupid. It was rushed.
so cool.
The concept was stupid.
No, I mean it was about. Okay, I'll give you that.
It wasn't scary. The soundtrack was cool.
That's true, but I mean it was about like STDs or whatever.
That's fucking dumb.
It was like you would fuck that person, and then the weird monster who looks like a person walking slowly towards you would move on to them.
It's so dumb.
It's just a series of fucking people until everyone dies.
It's stupid. Dig a hole. Bury the monster.
But, yeah. But then they might go all like Kill Bill 2 on you and just dig their way out.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Well, and since we're talking about movies, man. What I think where movies are failing, I think video games are picking up.
Okay, explain.
So,
with modern cinema, they're in it for the money. They make a lot of shitty, rushed popcorn movies, right?
Sure.
As now, your video game is like a modern movie.
Okay, so you like how video games have kind of moved towards more of a cinematic approach to...
For example, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay.
One of the biggest hits of 2015.
I think that's when it came out.
Yeah.
Something like that. That movie is like a heist, espionage, crime, funny, like 10 different types of fucking movies packed into one video game.
And it's like 30 hours long.
Yeah. And it's decent. That's why
Rockstar is the true definition of literally killing the game.
I mean, I like Bethesda, but...
Bethesda's cool, but they're no Rockstar.
Okay, so do you think that video games have kind of replaced movies in like the real entertainment experience? Then?
Yeah, because a lot more, I personally feel a lot more heart and a lot more effort goes into making a video game than it does making a movie.
Well, it takes
now.
more time to make a video game. It takes more people to make a video
game.
game.
You were literally creating... It's like you were literally creating life, in some ways.
Yeah. So speaking of that though, it's like, so we both like open world games.
Hell yeah.
Right. So you love Grand Theft Auto. I also love it, but I'm more drawn to like superhero kind of games. So it's like Spider-Man games, Batman games. That's my shit. But also Fallout. Fallout is Fallout New Vegas, my favorite game of probably all time.
Yeah.
So it's like when I look at a game that's gonna give me ultimate freedom, I want that to actually be true. I want ultimate freedom. I want to be able to be whoever I want to be. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do. You know, if I want to be a jackass, I want to be able to be a jackass and just kill whoever I want.
Yeah.
You know, but if I want to be a hero, I want those options. I want both polar opposites. So it's like, for me, GTA, those games are really, really good.
Yes.
I concur.
But they're kind of driven by something linear, by a backstory where you kind of have to do, in the story at least, whatever the game wants you to do.
Yes.
That's why I think games like Fallout, specifically Fallout New Vegas, are so more advanced, right? Because you're given all these moral choices, and you're literally allowed to do anything, and you can still finish the game.
Yeah.
You can kill whoever you want, except for like the ultimate leaders of like certain fractions, and still finish the game. You can walk around through that game if you're good enough at it. Kill everybody, every named character except for like Caesar, and like actually that's probably about it. Except
Keep
for
in
Caesar.
mind, folks, Cole just said fractions instead of factions.
Oh fuck! I've been drinking, dude. I killed that whiskey. I'm on my second beer.
And then he thinks fractions. Then he thinks pie charts. Then he thinks pie. Then he thinks feed me.
Oh my god, I want some pie right now.
I digress.
Can we go get pie? We're almost an hour in. Can we just go get pie?
Maybe later.
Anyway,
But I see what
what
you're
the
saying.
hell was it talking about?
But in the sense of freedom
Yeah.
and not necessarily non-linear, wouldn't you then say that Dark Souls could technically be considered a ultimate freedom game?
No,
Why do you say that?
because you don't have as many choices.
But choice doesn't matter. You can literally go wherever you want and kill whoever you want.
Sure, the
Okay,
consequences of doing so may affect your gameplay drastically, but
I love Dark Souls. I love Bloodborne a little bit more. I love Neo. I love The Surge. I love all those kinds of games. But what I'm talking about is character choices.
oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you can be who you want to be. You can live another life in another body in another world. So Fallout 4, as much as I love it, didn't let you do that because you have a character voice. And the choices you make in speech aren't the exact way the person says it. And the list goes on. But in a game like Fallout 4, you choose exactly what the person says, and you do exactly what you want to do in the game. And so if you want to be a total sociopath and just go and annihilate everything,
Yeah.
which I love doing in games because I'm a dark, dark person,
Exactly.
you can do that.
Yeah.
And you can live out your weird sadistic fantasy in a video game.
Uh-huh.
And then you just feel great. Or you can be that like that super ego kind of person to bring forward into the mix and be the ultimate good.
Yeah.
But like it's all your choice. And you actually have to talk to other characters living inside the game. In a game like Dark Souls, you can play it however you want, but it's still gonna end the same. You know, it's like it's not gonna affect anything really how you do it. It's just how you do it. It's the journey and not the ending, right? So it's
Exactly.
like I don't know. I just love Fallout New Vegas so much because you can do whatever you want. You can do literally whatever you want except kill children.
Yeah.
And see, with me, when you say you want in an open world game specifically, you want ultimate freedom. Me, it's just about being able to have enough freedom to kind of do your own thing, but I still like a little linear in it. Otherwise, my mind just goes kind of meh.
Well, yeah.
Like, that's why I couldn't play Far Cry 3 the first time because I thought it was too overwhelming.
Oh.
Like too much game all at once just in your face.
I mean, that is true. They do kind of toss you right.
Just too much on your face.
Trevor can't take too much in his face
I can't take too
from
much in my face at all.
experience. But I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And to an extent, I think you're right. A good example of that is how excited I was for what's that space game?
Like Star or something.
No, what was it? Wait, it's right over there.
Oh, No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Fuck that
Exactly.
game.
So it's like I was so excited for No Man's Sky. I thought it was gonna be the greatest gaming experience of my life. I thought I was gonna get in a spaceship, fly from planet to planet, and have a great fucking time.
Yeah.
Turns out that lasted about 2 hours. And after that, I quickly realized there's nothing to do in that game. So a certain amount of like linearness
Yeah.
No, totally.
is needed in a game.
Uh-huh.
I'll grant you that. No Man's Sky is a perfect example of that. Because you literally have nothing to do in that game, but you have total freedom. But total freedom to do nothing.
Yeah.
So there has to be options in what you can do, and that has to be designed by the game developer.
Well, and see, I thought that's why that game was like kind of lame.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
It was just too much at one time,
Yeah.
and
A man can only take so much.
Giggity. Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, man, I get where you're coming from, and to me that's
the beauty of video games. Anybody out there listening right now, if you play video games, we love you.
Yeah.
You know, keep video games alive.
Video games are kind of what's pumping my soul right now.
Same.
I love video games so much.
I love my girlfriend, and I love my video games.
I don't have a girlfriend, but if I did, I would love her. And I also love video games. And I love movies. And, I love a lot of shit.
Here at the Bad Apartment, we like a lot of shit.
Yeah, we also hate shit.
We also hate a lot of shit.
Yeah. It's a little bit of yin and yang here.
You know, a little give and take. A little give you. Speaking of hating shit, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time.
Yeah, it's true. We're about an hour in, actually.
One thing we hate to do, let's say goodbye.
I hate saying goodbye.
It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
We're just two guys sitting in an apartment with a kitty cat. That's the Bad Apartment.
Where did Ripley go?
She's right here.
What? Oh,
She's
oh
right
my
here in the
God!
center. Say hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, now that we actually have, I think the video actually recorded the entire time.
Yeah, I know, no technical
difficulties. So you guys are
difficulties.
gonna be able to see us the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great fucking show. I've had a great time. Did you have a great time?
I did have a great time. I don't know if it's the alcohol or the conversation.
Dude, fuck it. It's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget, every Sunday we got a new episode up. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, check out our Facebook, check out our Twitter.
Yeah, and if you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. We'd love that.
Or if you don't, fucking do it anyway, because
yeah, if you hate us,
that's
still
good karma.
Still subscribe.
We'll say we're like a charity and it's a fucking tax write-off. Or some shit like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Trevor.
I'm Cole.
This has been the motherfucking Bad Apartment Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Peace.